Hello, strangers. Strange Worlds Unlimited here. I'm your host, Fred Strange, and this is Would You Rather, aka Etherio. So another quick little web game here, and well, we'll just get right into the questions and see what we have here. Let's see. That's already been done. Okay. Would you rather stop using YouTube or stop using Facebook? Boy. Have I had this question already? I'm not too sure. I think given what I'm trying to do, what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, getting rid of either one would be obviously kind of bad because, well, YouTube is obviously the thing that I'm doing here, and Facebook is one of the ways that I keep connected to people, fans once I have any. So, you know, so I'm not too sure if I'd really want to give up either. Given the political climate going on right at this current point in time, as of this recording, I think, however, stop using Facebook for a while probably would be the better option. So I think I'll. Oh boy, am I in the minority on that one, huh? Or no, I'm in the majority. 81 people would stop using Facebook. Okay, I'm actually in the majority on that one. Yeah, by a big majority too. That's a lot of people that would give up Facebook over YouTube. Okay, what's next? Would you rather sleep in a room a little too warm or sleep in a room a little too cold? Well, over the past 10 or so years, I've actually managed to pack on a bit of weight. Can't quite tell, but the rest of me is pretty thin by most standards here. I can put my hand around my wrist and actually still have a little bit of room to spare. So I'm pretty skinny. It goes straight from skin to bone, cold. And so I actually rather be in something that's a little too warm than too cold. I like warmer than I do colder. It's the reason why I live in California. It does cool off at night around here, particularly considering I live on the coast, so it cools off a lot generally at night. But no matter how hot it gets, it generally gets, we'll drop a good 20, 30 degrees from whatever the high was overnight. Very seldom does it stay. I've lived in the Midwest, Kansas and Oklahoma, where it just seems it's whatever temperature it got to, it stays there. It cools off like maybe 5 degrees. So great. It was 100 during the day, now it's 95 at night. And then you add in things like humidity. It's like I've lived in those places. I don't want to do that. So room that's too warm, I will take that over a room too cold. I'm in the minority in that one, though. Well, I can always turn on a fan. What I need is air circulating. So even if it's warm, as long as the air is kind of circulating. But too cold, yeah, I can't do it. Let's see. Have an average house in the middle of a city. Have a mansion miles away from civilization. Oh boy, I'd take either one, quite frankly. A mansion with all the perks that come with a mansion, and sometimes living away from civilization. If you're going to have a mansion, you want to be kind of away from civilization. But there are benefits to being in a city. Um, so, and of course, there's several disadvantages there. Um, but, you know, seeing as I've done the one, I'll do the other. Mansion miles away from civilization. You know, the only problem is the inconvenience of you know, how do you get your groceries? How do you, you know, you have to be able to eat and live somehow. So, I mean, you got to find some town somewhere um, to get the basic necessities of life, food and you know your toiletries and all that stuff. All the consumables that you have in your house, you know, you got to be able to go out to a store and get that stuff. So this is problematic as far as that's concerned, being miles away from civilization. You got to remember to, you know, I got to go into town. I got to drive however many miles into town in order to get this stuff and get everything. You know, this is the reason why places like Costco are so big because you know, especially in places like the Midwest, you go into town and you go to Costco or various other kind of things like that, and you buy up, you know, hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, and you take it home out in the middle of nowhere, and you know, it lasts a while, so you don't have to make that trip, you know, every day or even every week for that matter. So, but I've done this one, so I'm gonna do that, and you know, I'm in the majority on that one, so yay. Let's see. Would you rather drink only water and alcohol for the rest of your life, or drink anything other than alcohol for the rest of your life? Um, I don't like alcohol. I'm not allergic. I don't have any kind of religious thing in order to keep me. You know, there are certain religions there. You just, if you follow the religion, you can't have alcohol. There's a few Christian ones. I think the entire Muslim, you know, you can't have alcohol. That's part of the religion if you follow it. But every alcoholic beverage that I've ever had has just tasted bad to me. Um, just wretchedly vile. I taste the alcohol in it. Even the sweetest of whatever. Um, so I don't do alcohol. I stay away from it. Um, so you know, I drink everything else, you know, which is actually kind of problematic. And one of my complaints, because I do the Middle Ages reenactment, the SCA, there's alcohol everywhere. And I mean, not to say that there is alcohol everywhere. It's, you know, it's not that prevalent that everybody is slovenly drunk. But if I go out to an event, particularly where, you know, alcohol can be served, it seems like that's all there is. You know, I have to bring my own drinks and stuff in order to actually have something to drink, because everybody's passing around some bottle of something. Here's some wine. Here's some mead I've brewed. Here's some, you know, and a lot of it, you know, and a lot of it is, you know, stuff that they've made themselves, stuff that they've brewed, and they take a lot of pride in it. And it just, you know, all of it tastes wretched to me because I can taste the alcohol, and it just, and I wind up going to some of these functions and having nothing to drink unless I bring my own stuff, and then I feel kind of odd, you know, doing so. But so that's problematic, and it's something that I kind of need to address. But enough of that. Yeah, see, yeah, that's actually drink anything other than alcohol. Given that's actually a high number given the culture nowadays. I'm pleasantly surprised at that. I'm happy that that number is that high. Because that basically says that there's a lot of people that recognize that this actually might be a problem. And it's a problem that a lot of people could do without. And now, whether people could actually physically make the choice to do that, particularly if they tend to be over here at the moment. It's like, yeah, I drink alcohol a lot, but I'd like to, you know, it can be addictive. And I know this because I've got family who were in this category. My grandfather was over here. His father, I think, was over here. So, and they weren't nice people. Let's see. Would you rather have every question you've answered on this site come true, or live with constant labor level pain for the rest of your life? There's no question on that one. That's not even a choice. Yeah, you know, they're study. You know, I don't think any woman would choose this. No man would choose this. No man in their right mind would choose this, especially if they've got a wife, if they've got, you know, if they've got kids, they've seen, you know, their wives, their girlfriends, whatever. If they've gone, you know, if they have kids, they've seen them go through the labor thing. They know what that kind of pain is, and there's actually a way. You can get, as a man, you can get wired up to experience the cramps involved in this. And I've seen those videos, and the guys are just screaming. So no, thank you. Yeah, that's a yeah. I'm surprised that number is actually that high. Um, let's see. Would you rather jump forward 10 years of your life, go back 10 years of my life? Boy, go back 10 years only if I can change things. I don't necessarily want to. Yeah, there's lots of aspects of my life that I wouldn't necessarily want to relive. But if I can go back 10 years and do, you know, in life, you often come to points where you make choices. Do I turn right or do I turn left? And I have a history, and unfortunately, I think I've inherited this from my father, who also had the similar history of turning right when I should have turned left, or vice versa. I make the wrong decisions. And that has actually filled me with a lot of regrets over the decisions that I've made. My dad made a lot of very bad decisions, and the family suffered for it. And you know, part of the reason why I'm kind of doing this is that I didn't do it 10 years ago. I wish I'd known about how to do this and had the means to do this 10 years ago when YouTube was new. Um, Maybe I could have done this, and now I'd be you know, well, who knows? Who knows what I'd be? But who knows what I'm going to be? But hopefully better than what I am. But you know, jump forward 10 years. I can't imagine. You know, I'm 40. I'm 43. This would be 53, and it's like, and then what do I have to accomplish? So now I'd rather go back to 33. Actually, I'd rather go back to 23. I'd rather go back 20 years of my life and change a bunch of stuff. But yeah, so long as I can change it, that'd be my only reasoning for this. If I don't have to relive, the decisions that if I can make different decisions than the ones that I made. Okay, you know what? Let's. Would you rather be a ghost or be a vampire? Oh boy. Um. Wow. Ghost would be a very lonely existence. Because honestly, nobody would really know that you were there. Vampire. vampire, you can even though you see the thing is, okay, I think I've said this in another video. I'm so sick of the whole vampire and zombie thing. It's been played out so much over the past 10, 15 years. It's just ridiculous, and I'm so done, so done with vampires and zombies. But all that being said, um, I think I could probably do this. I would not be happy. I would probably try to avoid a lot of the vampire tropes, particularly the whole drinking of blood and hurting people. I'd probably just find some way to break into a blood bank and, feed off of that. Um, but yeah, but I couldn't. This you can at least, in certain scenarios, you can still be kind of social and sociable. You go out at night. I'm a night owl anyway, so I can do this. I hate, the daytime is, yeah. So yeah. Without further ado here. Okay. So wow, a lot more people would be a ghost than a vampire. Well, okay. Alrighty. Well, anyway, so that's this game. That's me rambling. Now you get a little bit more insight into my life. So, I will, go on and do some. Got some more things coming down. Slowly working on. But if you like this, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button so you know when the next videos are coming out. And I guess we'll see you guys in the next video. Stay strange. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching my video. If you like what you just watched, don't forget to give me a thumbs up below. For more of my videos, click the subscribe button on the screen or down in the description below. If you'd like to support me and what I do, I have books that you can read. The links are in the description below. If you want to support in other ways, you can go to my Patreon page and help me out there. You can also follow me on various social media pages. The links to all of those are also below. Thank you again. Stay strange.